Okay, so welcome to this space again where we talk about how women are still enjoying successful marriages, what they are doing, and why they will not tell you what they are doing because they know that you will come after them and, of course, insult them. But I will tell you anyway. Okay, so I saw a comment that I want to talk about on this video where a woman said her husband makes poor financial decisions. How can she respect him? How can she allow him to lead her when he's always making poor financial decisions? I didn't want to talk about finances now because that's a very broad topic. Aside from the fact that it's broad, is also very sensitive and is one of the huge causes of marital crisis, or rather it is tagged as one of the causes of marital crisis. But I will want to touch on this one where she doesn't see any reason why she should respect her husband anymore because he makes poor financial decisions. Okay, so I will tell you exactly what I did that worked for me. Now, I'm not saying this to you because it will work for you, but I'm just saying take the wisdom from what I'm saying and run with it. You know the man you are married to, but I will talk to you generally on how men are wired. Now, I will still go back to my point that I made this morning. Are you for or against the family? Are you fighting for your family? Can your husband see that all you are doing? Can he trust you that for every single disagreement you have with him, for every issue you are trying to insist that he understands, that you're saying to him is because you want the good, the best for your family? Can he say that even in his angry state? There's a way you can be angry and you still say that, look, I know I'm married to a good man. I know he wants the best for the family. You know that, right? Can you say that about yourself, that you want the best for that family? Now, if you can answer these questions in the affirmative, I will tell you what I did. Now, my husband, I will not say he was making poor decisions, but I will say men make more, I don't want to use the word dangerous decisions, but maybe more daring decisions. And maybe my heart could not take it then. And I'm like, my husband really wanted to do big things. Like, he wanted to do big things. And I was of the opinion that, look, we have to start small, and grow. And I was really patient enough. I wanted to grow with my husband. I was patient. I knew what he earned. I knew what he could do for me and what he could not do as at the time. However, he wanted to, make sure that we're comfortable. With his little resources, I could see what he was trying to achieve. So what I did, I just started up a business then. So I used to hide money. I hope men are not here. I used to hide money. I had a piggy bank then. I bought a piggy bank and I started putting small funds in there. This was about 2010. Yeah. So I started putting small money in there. Now, why was I doing it? Sincerely from my heart. I feared that with some of the daring decisions my husband was taking and financial decisions, it was what he was, pushing at that time, we may fall into distress financially. That's my fear. And I didn't want anything that would make us so distressed that we're not able to feed. So I was sincerely doing it for us as a family, not myself. I wasn't thinking about how I will escape when things become bad for him. No. I was thinking of, okay, if cases like this arise, I will go to my piggy bank, open it, and share. And of course, as at that time, my husband was not of the opinion that we hide from each other. So you can see how sensitive it was. He felt we should be open, we should be this. But when I saw what he was doing, I had fears at the back of my heart. So I said, you know what, let me hide this one, And I started praying. I said, well, the day he will find out, may he not, because he doesn't like it. And true to it, it came a time that, he made a poor decision. And it cost us a lot. Like a lot. That's story for another day. And I just went to that piggy bank. I brought it out in his presence. When he was down, he came back, of course, was telling me I felt bad. Because, of course, he shared the decision with me. But of course, I didn't want to stop him because I know the kind of heart I have. I'm not a very daring person, but he is. So I didn't want to sound like every time I'm drawing him back, I wanted him to still try at the end of the day, you know. So I brought out the piggy bank and he was looking at me. He said, "What is that?" I said, "It's my piggy bank where I hide money." He said, "So you are hiding money?" I said, "But it's for us. Now we are down. Look at, you are able to, you know." He counted that money with me. Everything was 400 and something thousand. That's at 2010. He looked at me. He gave me a hug and said, "Thank you. Thank you for this." Why? One, as much as he would have been angry, I went against what he said. He looked at the sincerity behind it. Like, he knew that I was very open. He was the one that opened the piggy bank. And immediately he counted some money and said, "Hold this one back, because we will not go and still spend all of this, because we don't even know when we will come out of this. But let me use this to solve this. Let me use this to, is there anything that is pressing? If I say yes, okay, maybe food, or okay, use this one, buy the baby's wipes, do this, do that." And at the end of the day, we shared that money together. And let me tell you what happened when we started moving on. At some point, when we got back ourselves a bit, he will even give me, he will say, "Where is that? Do you have a piggy bank? Don't tell me you don't have." I will say, "I don't have." Say, "I know you now. I know you, that you will always save for the rainy day." He turned it into a joke. Now, what would have caused damage in the home, he now saw it as safety. My husband now so trusts that I can't make silly financial decisions, and I am always there to back him up for in cases of eventualities. So you see, condemning him that he makes poor financial decisions. Why are you in his life? It's not possible that he's making poor financial decisions, and he's deliberately making those decisions, or is happy about making those decisions. As he's paining you or hurting you, he's also hurting him. Maybe you don't know. Are you going to tell me that your husband enjoys just making poor decisions? No, he's hurting him as well. So, but if you can work together, and I just gave you a tip of what I did. Take it, try to, tilt it or twerk it in a way that it works for you. But be the support for your husband. Be his financial support. Don't leave him alone because he's making errors or he's making poor decisions. He doesn't want to make poor decisions. But you have to support him to a point where he can even come to you. Before he makes those decisions, he will come to you. We have gotten to a point where my husband feels, even if I tell him, "Go ahead and do what is in your mind," he will tell me, "No. No, we must talk about it." Because he knows that sincerely, I will tell him what I feel. And I always tell him, I'm not putting it to you that you must take it. I'm only telling you what I feel. Then the next thing he will say, "Let's pray about it." Then he will say, "I will know what to do." And I leave him at that point. So will men make poor financial decisions at some point in their lives? Oh yes. Will you be a good support to your husband so that he can even trust you when that error has come, or that mistake has come, or that poor decision is playing out? He still finds a shoulder to lean on. Will you be that type of woman? Or the nagging one who comes everywhere to complain that he's always making financial decisions? You didn't marry a foolish man. You married him for definitely reasons best known to you. So where did you miss it? Is that he's 1 out of 99? You can be his support system. That's why you are in his life. You can be his support system. And trust me, everything will be all right. I hope this helps someone.